Hi there. Hey, I'm always intrigued by the diminished scale. You know, it's such a trippy scale because it's symmetrical. I'm always stumbling on things that, well, maybe I learned it one time and then I forgot, or things that I'm newly discovering. And although I have a lot of lessons on diminished, I'd like to show you a couple of things that I think are kind of cool. Number one is the fingering of the diminished scale, which is, we're going to take little pieces of it. First off, let's go close up because I want to show you this funny little thing about the diminished scale. Before we go close up, I want to show you this. Look at, if I start in the F sharp, which is the third of D, which makes it a D 13 with a flat 9. Now, if I go 1, 3, 4, all right, that's whole step, half step, and then move my finger up and go half step, whole step, I get this cool little climbing thing. So, let's go again close up. So look at, I'm going, starting on F sharp, I'm going whole step, half step, and then half step, whole step. Now I can do that on any string. So likewise, going backwards, then put my thumb. Isn't that a trip? Oh. Cool, huh? So anytime I land on a chord tone, you know, the third, the flat 9, the fifth, the flat 7, a dominant chord, I can play a diminished scale, right? To bring out, and then I've got a dominant 13 flat 9 sound. So if I put my first finger on one of the chord tones, I'm going to always go a whole step above it, and then I can just get into this pattern. It's kind of a tongue twister. All right, so there's number one kind of fingering I wanted to show you. The second one is this. If I have, again, starting on F sharp around a D7 flat 9, and I go 1, 3, 4, or a whole step, half step, if I just play it, do that same thing on every chord tone of a diminished, every chord factor of a diminished chord, I can do this. Let's go close up. In other words, now I'm going 1, 3, 4, and then I'm going to move up one fret. 1, 3, 4, go down a fret. 1, 3, 4, and up. Now I am repeating a note here, right? It's okay. And then I can play it, of course, backwards. I like to play with slurs. Okay, so there's another little fingering thing that is, you know, a lot of times I go like this. I get a lot of repeat there. But look at how easy this is. Now, of course, I don't always have to go in that order. It could be... right? sounding, right? All right, now, here's the next thing. You know, like the bridge for rhythm changes in the key of B flat, they go D for 2 measures, G, 2 measures, C, 2 measures, F, 2 measures. It's like a long turnaround. I can play, when I have that particular going around the cycle in chords, we have descending tritones. Here's D7. Let's go close up again. D7, G7, C7, F7. So I get this. All right? Now, my diminished scale can go and then down in half, just like that. So now, you see how that works? It's crazy. G7, C7, F7. Now, in a turnaround, in a song, you might have 2 beats. Right? 2 beats going D7, G, C, F, resolving to B flat. Now I would have to just shorten it up. Okay, you're seeing that? Then going down a half step for G7, half for C7, and then resolving to B flat. So when I have chords moving in cycles of fourths, which they do all the time, especially dominant chords, I can play the diminished scale chromatically down. Now, the other thing you can do is you can play it up in whole steps. In other words, let me start here with D7. Now, for G7, I'm going to start on A flat. Okay, C7, I'm going to go now start on B flat. And for F, I'm going to start in C. Isn't that crazy? Let's go close up. Again, here's D7. G, and I'm going to start on starting in B flat, starting in it. All right, there's a couple of ideas. Let me give you one more. What about this? Going up in whole steps. And now using our different fingering. Remember we went. Right? But do it now, starting here. Now for G, I'm going to start on A flat. For C, I'm going to start on B flat. And then for... So around the cycle, I've got starting. You got a lot of common tones there. Kind of a cool idea, huh? All right. I want to lay down something on a looper so you can check it out. Okay, on my looper, I'm going to lay down some changes. Here's D7, G7, C7, resolve it to B flat, whole steps. Down and half steps. Okay, so what did we just talk about? We talked about playing this fingering up and down the neck, starting on one of the chords of the dominant 7, the 3rd, 5th, flat 7, flat 9. We talked about playing that scale, a climbing sound, as well as taking a fingering and going around a diminished chord. And then playing that either chromatically down in half steps to take us around the cycle of force. Etc. 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 Okay, talked about that, as well as playing in whole steps. Anyway, diminished scale, man, it's intriguing. Check out some of my lessons. You'll have a blast with them. You got to use them in your playing. Adios. Talk to you later.